Well, greetings to probably nobody just yet, because this is an impromptu live stream. I thought I should just do a victory lap. Really, this is my victory lap, so it's just a hangout. It's an opportunity for folks to comment, give their thoughts on yesterday's events, so long as their thoughts are in line with mine, because otherwise it's hate speech. These are the rules. We all know these are the rules about hate speech. Anywho, let's have your comments. Tell me all about it. How did you enjoy yesterday? I know it was hard going. I know it was somewhat of a cringe fest. I know that there were certain things that had to be done that I wouldn't normally do when I'm discussing anything with anybody, but of course we had to keep that situation under control, didn't we? So, comments, thoughts. Let's see who thought what about it all. We'll start with Andrew G. It wasn't even a debate. No, it wasn't actually supposed to be, although we say, come and debate me, come and debate me. Of course, a debate is a planned, programmed event with a moderator and rules. This was an argument with an imbecile, with a turd, with a complete waste of oxygen, with an utterly vile anti-humanist piece of shit is what that was. And that's why he was treated as such. Mr. Smith says, isn't the ultimate argument against veganism the underlying biochemical processes which have arisen through our genetic lineage? Yes, absolutely correct. They are. It is what I should say. Yes, absolutely, without question. Unequivocally, straightforward and to the point. Russ, bravo, you're the best. Thank you. Take a victory lap proudly. Well, I'm doing that now. I'm taking my victory lap. And I'm just waiting for folks to lavish me with your commentary. So far, it's a bit slow getting started. No surprise, since this was impromptu. Yeah. Also, by the way, just purely out of interest, Richard, who was saying his channel's bigger than mine, he's more important than me, and he makes more money than me, which is actually not correct. If you look at his viewer numbers on his stream of the so-called debate that we had yesterday, that will give you some interesting feedback. Hello, Matthew. Very nice to see you. Hi, Adam. Right, come on, folks, lavish me with your commentary. It's I've said a lot, but I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, once again, with the caveat that your opinion must be in line with mine, because you see, if it's not, that's hate speech by definition. Good. One of the things that somebody suggested to me in a comment overnight was that perhaps it might have been interesting to suggest to Richard, or ask Richard, well, how much can Michael Greger bench press? He's a vegan. Whoops, there seems to be a disconnect. Yep. Hello, Rick. Oh, it continued. Well, this is my victory lap, Rick. I'm just prancing about going, well, wasn't that fun? And goodness me, wasn't Richard Burgess utterly vacuous? Isn't he an imbecile? Isn't his Dunning-Kruger arrogance and hubris quite beyond belief? And what a spanking did the boy receive yesterday? Yes, I can't bench press 400 pounds. Slow versus fast reps during intense exercise for hypertrophy. Doesn't even matter. Yes, I suggest concentrically, you ought to do it rapidly as possible, and eccentrically as slowly as possible within reason. That's my suggestion. Yes. How many degrees do you have? 5. I bet I can outlift Gregor. Yes, I bet I can outlift Gregor. It's a wild world. 2 siblings of mine are vegan, and I have become a carnivore over a year ago. Appreciate your information. And for free. Indeed, it is for free. It is for free. He had big muscles, but a small brain. Yes, still does. Gregory says, out of curiosity, is there any research that's examined AFA's effects on cognitive function? No, not specifically that I'm aware of. Are there any possible cognitive benefits to be found from AFA? Well, yes, in theory, in that, there's an anti-inflammatory effect of the AFA-based product in and of itself, and anti-inflammation is helpful in cognition, very likely. And B, adult stem cells can absolutely differentiate into brand new neural cells, brain cells, etc. So yes, I would suggest there is the possibility of benefits in that light. Right. I'd love to see him run. What, you mean Tubby? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah. Every vegan I have tried to reason with always changes the subject. Yes. Or tells you how much they can bench press. Big muscles mean nothing without proper body comp. Correct. Yes. Perhaps Tubby would do well to understand that. Although he's struggling with basic concepts, so it wouldn't be a surprise if he didn't understand that. In fact, Richard Burgess wouldn't know the difference between his asshole and his elbow if I'd labelled both of those and taught him how to read the labels. Would love to see how long he would live, the guy that benches 400 pounds. Well, I guess, that's for the future to determine. All right. What's next? Bart has more degrees than a triangle. Yes. I guess. If you count the number of degrees that a triangle has as 3, not if you count the number of degrees that a triangle has on the internal angles of 180, because then I'd have many fewer. It's all relative to what your frame of reference is what I'm suggesting. A stick insect can outlift Gregor. Yes, absolutely. Also, where will you be making shorts of your debate? Yes, I imagine there will be shorts made. And some have already been made by others. There have been clips of various things, like at the very beginning when I suggested to Richard, or asked Richard, listen, do you have any qualifications in this area at all? And he said, yes, I can lift 410 pounds. Hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious, isn't it? Thunderlord. You're arguably one of the most influential minds of our time, yet looked down upon. Society is falling for charlatans lately. Yes, correct. On all counts. I feel sorry for his recently deceased vegan cat. Me too. I think it's disgraceful. Absolutely appalling. But that's no surprise because, as I've already said in this stream once, and I'll say it again, Richard Burgess is a disgraceful, anti-human, vile piece of shit, basically. And that's been shown many, many times already. Right. Come on. There we go. I didn't know VG until that debate. Well, I'm sorry to have put you through that. You could have lived without ever hearing about him. Yes. Christoph, I've seen numerous individuals suggest iodine supplementation, even on carnivore. What are your thoughts on that? Only required if you are demonstrably short in iodine. Tracy says, it seems to be impossible to actually debate with someone who doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, it is a hard task. His best argument, yes, it is, despite the fact that demonstrably, no, it isn't. Exactly. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no, it isn't. Good, Richard. Awesome. Right. He attempted the same method that Durian Ryder tried with you, to be annoying, that is. Yeah. It worked for Durian a few years ago before I was hardened to it a bit, but it didn't work for Richard yesterday, did it? No. I was wise to it. No taboo paintings. Warm regards from Poland. Thank you. Appreciate those. Short chain fatty acids and medium chain fatty acids don't require bile and carnitine shuttle to be delivered into the cell. Does that mean that it oxidizes as fast as glucose, or still not comparable? I'd need to look at the data on that. It's not something that I would have my finger on. Good question. If somebody knows the answer, please offer. Yes, we'd like to see your carnivore pussy. Show us your carnivore pussy, Rick. Is Lane Norton bought and paid for by Big Pharma? I don't know. who pays Lame Norton what for what. What I do know about Lame Norton, Lame Norton, is that he is an imbecile, a buffoon. He does not have command of first principles. He does not know what the first law of thermodynamics even says, let alone how to apply it, and he is not worth our time at all. PP, good to see you, honey bunny. Hope things are going well. How are the little uns? All right, regards to the old man for us. My oldest cat lived to age 21. Awesome. Good stuff, Rick. Dave says, I always thought Hench was the most annoying vegan until last night. Yeah, Mike the Vegan's up there as well. Michael Gregor's. In fact, they're all... Not one of these cunts is remotely a decent human being or worth listening to. They are all irritating, vacuous, vile, disgraceful pieces of shit, every single one of them. The vegan influencers online is who I'm delimiting that comment to. There are nice vegans out there that understand that they don't know everything and they don't need to evangelize the world, and that actually they're just doing what they feel is right for them. Wrongly, but they're doing it in a way that's perfectly acceptable. Getting stuff done, getting stuff done. No singing. Right, Your Majesty, thank you. Congratulations on securing the independent sovereign nation of Pimbatia. Thank you. Good on you. Yes, appreciate that. We're working on securing the borders as we speak by way of removing all the overgrowth from them so that we can turn on the electric fences. Not really to keep animals in, just to keep vegan fucktards out. Really? And others. Gilbert says, please take a deep breath, and would you consider a meditation practice on a blessed mango? No, I wouldn't. Why would I take a deep breath? My normal breaths are perfectly sufficient to subserve my need for oxygen. Good. Your other profile. But could a gym rat go from 20% body fat to 10% and even under than that following a diet of just cattle, beef, meat, eggs, cow butter, salt, and water in 40 days? Yes, it's possible, depending on what else goes on and all sorts of other degrees of freedom. Absolutely, it is possible. Yes. But I bench 400 pounds. What lipoproteins can do that? Yes. Nagra should be schooled. Well, I've already done it once, and I'll probably do it again at some point. Yep. Nagra is another one of these absolutely vacuous imbeciles who believe themselves to have command of science in some way. No, son, you don't. Another example of what veganism does to people. Hello, feral grandma. Good to see you. What have we got here? Vegan dogma doesn't work on cats. Yeah. Maybe it should be vegan catma. Or maybe vegans should just sit down and shut the fuck up permanently because they're wrong, they're imbeciles, they're vacuous, they're ignorant, they're arrogant at large. They're just not even nice human beings, mostly. I'm talking again, I'm talking about those that come online and tell you all that science supports them and that eating meat and fat will kill you. Thunderlord says, I was in the library the other day in the restricted section and came across the term glycolysis. Do you have any insight on that? That's not a word I've seen before, glycolysis. Explain, perhaps. Even your Teddy could outsmart him. Ted? Goodness, Ted runs the show here. Ted taught me everything I know, right from birth. Ted knows more than I do. Yes. Ted is absolutely in charge of his faculties, except right now he's face down on the desk as usual. He's not even twiddling the knobs, as he should be. Ted. Sir, yes, sir. Go and twiddle the knobs, Ted. Sir, yes, sir. Good boy, Ted. Good boy. You keep twiddling those knobs. Good. Off topic. Well, I'm not sure we want to hear about anything off topic. This is my victory lap. Goodness. But I've been sprinting for a few months after watching you talk about exercise physiology. Good. I feel amazing, stronger, limber, and full of energy. Awesome. Okay, that's an okay off-topic comment. That is accepted. I'm still surprised that a vegan would have agreed to a debate. Well, Peter Rogers did as well. How did that go for him? he got just as much of a spanking, more politely because he was less offensive. Just not less stupid, but less offensive than Richard Burgess. Because it's very hard, actually, to be more offensive than Richard Burgess is. Anyway, more about Rick's pussy. My little cat has been in a few of my videos. Has it? Perhaps I should watch more of your videos. Of course, I don't have time to watch anybody's videos, to be fair, really. Isn't his 400-pound bench press from roids? Yes, probably, even though he says he's natty. Of course he's not. There's nothing natural about that imbecile, that piece of shit. Can vegans actually have that strength? No, they can't. No, it's impossible. Doesn't happen. Right. Tim Brown, what kind of veggies do cats eat? They don't. Not unless they're forced to. Hi, any advice on how to improve my lactic fuel system on carnivore? Why would you want to? It is what it is. It's under the control of your resting glycogen level, which is basically determined as a factor of your training status. So if you want to be effective at that range of exercise intensities, then I suggest you train at that intensity. Right. His vegan brain came to the forefront for sure. You mean his vegan lack of a brain? It's complete lack of. I mean, here's a bloke saying, well, there's a log linear relationship between X and Y here. Oh, great, Richard. Please explain log linear. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, Richard, how about you explain to us how they measured the LDL in the populations of people in the genetic SNP populations in these Mendelian studies? Oh, well, they measured it. Great. No, they didn't, Richard. Tell us how they did it. Point to the part in the study where it talks about how they did that. Well, they did. No, Richard, they still didn't. Well, yes, they did. No, Richard, they still didn't. Point to the part in the study where they did that. That's what we were dealing with. An absolute, complete fuck trumpet. A complete cunt muffin, basically. Lol. Yes, good. Lol. Like it a lot. I died laughing when you told VG to look some of these things up, and he simply said, no, I won't. I don't believe you. He's too far gone. He's been too far gone for a long time. Richard Burgess is demonstrably suffering a number of very serious psychological problems. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not diagnosing him. That's my opinion. And anyone that doubts that opinion just needs to look at his historical videos, where it's quite clear that the boy is a complete lunatic, basically. It's not an act for him. This is who he is. He is actually that demented. Right. Hello, Connor. Good to see you. Amazing how that Dunning-Kruger has a following and income. I doubt that he makes much income at all, in fact, at least not off YouTube. I also have serious questions about his subscriber count, because actually, many of you don't know, let me fill you in on this, the subscriber count that people have on their YouTube channels is not a count. It is an algorithm, AI-generated estimate, which is actually just a gauge of how much YouTube supports what you're doing. Nothing to do with how many subs you actually do have. Yeah, a real laugh for Richard to suggest he earns more money than I do yesterday as well. That was funny. No, you don't, Richard. The little ones are good and growing. Awesome. Rest is not great, but I wanted to drop in and share some love. Okay. Sorry to hear that. If you want to talk behind the scenes at all, send me an email. I'm always here for my fine supporters. If I can support in any way, I certainly will. All right. Mr. Bart, you look like you're in your 30s. Well, thanks. Keep doing what you're doing. I think I will. Every vegan guy I know has a higher voice and a short temper. Yep. Rick does show his carnivore pussy. It's very cute and energetic. Nice. Who'd have ever thought of that? A pussy that eats meat. I would be willing to apply for a study where I'm fed pure carnivore diet, salt and water for 90 days, with labs and observation, with ethical reason and not too much poking. Good. I believe Sean Baker's involved in trying to organise such things. Reach out to him. Unfortunately, the people he's working with, I don't particularly hold much stock in at all as scientists. So unfortunately, I don't think anything of any great quality will come out of it. Just my opinion. Doesn't have to be anybody else's. Nonetheless, at least he's trying. I'm trying too. Ask my mum. She'll tell you exactly how trying I am. Yes. Yes, must all be, but yes, boosted. He had vegan water pistol commenting on his channel about his so-called victory. Yeah, that would be the boy that I absolutely handed his ass to as well, would it? See, this is the thing. These vegan idiots, these imbeciles that follow these fucktards, the best analogy I can give is the pigeon on a chessboard. They will strut about on the chessboard, knock over all the pieces, shit all over the chessboard, and make out like that means they won the chess game. Well, we all know better. No. Anyone with more than 3 brain cells know exactly who was in control of that discussion yesterday and who it was that prevailed if you were going to score it. It was about 1 billion nil. To me, Richard Burgess had absolutely fucking nothing, didn't he? Not a single thing. Right. Darlene says, what pissed me off was the amount of spam his goons kept pumping through. Yes, no surprise. It's because they don't actually have anything of veracity, correctness, or worth to say. It's just noise. They just make noise because they actually are completely ill-equipped for a battle of wits. They have nothing to add, so they have to just make this noise. Hilarious. But lobbest thou holy hand grenade at the church of anorexia vegana? Yes. And the number of the counting shall be 3, and to 3 shalt I count. To 4 shall I not count, neither shall I count to 2, save by then I then continuest to 3. And 5 is right out of it. Really? No singing. I too, Mr. Smith, but I would need to be extremely well paid. Well, research participants don't generally get paid. It's a bit of an ethical issue. Vagina Stains followed a tactic of gaslighting about a study he never even read and then changing topics. Yes, we all saw what happened. Thank you. Master of Deception. No, because none of us were fooled. The only people fooled were his retarded, cum-guzzling supporters, basically. 5 to 10K a month would be worth the data for the world. Yeah, but it's an ethical issue. You can't do it. Right. To win the debate, all you had to say was, dude, you killed your cat. I did win the debate, in fact. And the way I did it was the way I wanted to do it. It was the way that was much more fun for everybody. I mentioned his cat in another video before that. That's possibly what pissed him off enough to actually bait him to front up, finally, after 5 years. Maybe it was that, or perhaps it was referring to him quite correctly as Tubby. I don't know which it was. I don't care either. Anyway, he showed up. He had his pants whipped down and his ass spanked thoroughly, basically. What a shame. Right, there's a reason you're revered publicly as Bartholomew Carnivore King K. This is a title you got whilst in academia or something that later came about. Goodness gracious, I'd never heard myself referred to as that. My official list of quite proper and legally acceptable titles is Field Marshal, Lord Doctor Professor, actually. But we're all friends here, so you can just call me Bart. That's fine. At least the carnivore faces look better than the vegan faces. Yes. Thank you. I'd like to see you and Nick Norwitz disagree. If you disagree, of course. Yes, we do disagree, Nick and I, on many things. His channel has exploded recently. Yes, I know, and it's a bit of a shame because I don't think he's doing us any favors, frankly. Juliet's Low Carb, Autistic Experience. Hey, Juliet, good to see you. I had to stop watching about halfway through the debate yesterday. A lot of people did. VG's voice gives me a headache. Yes. But I think I tuned in long enough to help your stats anyway. Good, thank you. Appreciate it, Juliet, yes. Maybe would pay me 10K a month for the study. No, I don't think they would. Actually, it's my other ego. Got it, right, the dark one. I see the other ego. Well, I will make the experiment, and you are one responsible for what? Goodness me, what are you even saying? Perhaps it's my reading skills. All right. Good. No cardio. Good. And no singing. Well played. Well played. Absolute victory. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Complete victory. I've reviewed the thing again to see if there's anything I could have improved on at the time. I don't think so. I think I handled it perfectly, in fact. Anyone that thinks I didn't can get fucked, basically. That's hate speech. Right. The fool direct all their efforts towards proving you wrong. Yes. And that's why I say they simply lack the ability to understand your concerns because their mind is solely occupied with proving you wrong. Yes, despite the fact that nobody has ever achieved that on any matter of fact of any meaning or consequence whatsoever, publicly or otherwise. Every time someone has attempted to debate me online, they have come off second best. When will veganism end? Oh, at some point. You're such a blessing in this insane world. Thank you, Gilbert. I appreciate that. We'll keep a mango for you just in case you go Saladino. I won't. I won't be going salad. I don't know. No, that won't be happening. It's pointless debating with them. They think dogs and cats are vegans and veggies. Yeah, well, it's not pointless because, well, in the last 24 hours, courtesy of Richard Burgess and his insane, ridiculous nonsense, I've gained 15,000 views to date. So it's not pointless at all. Charmaine says, I am mostly carnivore, but I do occasionally eat a few veggies. Right, well, hand in your card and report to Ted for administrative correction. Ted will not put up with that nonsense. So he won't. I'm just joking, of course. What are your thoughts on what veggies are less harmful, potentially better vegetables to consume? No, I'm not going to give advice on any vegetables that should or could be consumed because I don't think any should at all, personally. Up to you. Debating Simon Hill would be great. I doubt that he would have the courage to show up because he knows exactly how that would end up. I would absolutely tear him 7 new arseholes with ease. Or anybody. In fact, any of these clowns that they want to put forward. I mean, let's go through a list of clowns that have had a shot, and I'm going to limit these comments to a list of clowns with some credentials, and ergo with some apparent background that should be able to foot it with me. And this is a list of characters that have tried, that I have absolutely annihilated in a discussion. Here we go. Goatee Boy, Garth the Goat Fucker Davis. There's one. Peter Rogers. There's another one. Michelle Allure. Just anecdotes there. Well, just anecdotes, man. No real evidence, just anecdotes. Sorry about that. Remind me, who are some of the others I've dealt with, to their face, that is, that have actually fronted up with some credentials? Not just loons, just idiots. There must be more than 3. Anyway, there's a list. Do you, the veg-tarded community, do you have anybody who can foot it with me in a debate? Let's borrow a line from the movie Troy, shall we? Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Right, good. Oh, what happened to that? Let's try that again. We need Lauren, then we can have an easy, victorious debate. Lauren? My word. Someone with some, some credibility. It's humorous to me that he tried to pin you down re-correlation and smoking. The science doesn't show smoking causes cancer. The science, to this point, strongly suggests it does. That's what I said. Good. I'm glad you were listening. What else is happening? Here we go. When will Bioland debate you? Never. He lacks the courage. He is a coward, and he knows how that will go. He knows I will rip him to pieces with ease. Is he avoiding you? Yes, he is. He pretends that I don't have the credentials that I do and that I don't have the academic background that I, in fact, do. He pretends that I don't exist, actually, because it's not convenient to him that I do exist and I do have the background that I claim I have. I'm willing to gather a petition if it's necessary. It's important that charlatans be exposed. Well, I've already done it a number of times regarding lame Norton and his ridiculous nonsense. Oh, yes, that's who else I've dealt with, not to his face because he lacked the courage of his convictions as well. James De Nicolantonio, no idea. dealt with him too, didn't I? Absolutely smashed him to smithereens. Yes. I'll just have to go and watch the video now. Which video? What video? You can watch that after this. Goodness. This is my victory lap. How dare you leave early, Ted? Sir! Take down the PL's name. Sir! Done. Carry on, Ted. You get back to that knob twiddling. Good boy. Yes, but how much can you bench press? Yes, good. What is something that you've been currently learning, studying, trying to figure out in terms of nutrition? Nothing I know at all. I'm the science. Trust me, I'm safe and effective. Don't question the science. I know it all already. What am I trying to work out at the moment? I'm trying to work out if there's anybody in the veg-tarted community with both the credentials and the ability to foot it with me in a debate regarding nutrition science. I think there's not. I really genuinely think there isn't one. Is there no one? No? Good. Okay, that guy is such a tool. Yep, he goes around being a troll and a bully. Well, he tries to. Didn't work for him yesterday, did it? He goes around talking crap. Yes, absolute garbage. Everything that comes out of his gob, garbage. And he never really owns up to it. Of course not. He doesn't have the self-awareness to own up to his own fucktardery. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did. Good work. Thank you. He only lasted that long because I allowed it, because I was enjoying it. Right. The vegan dogma and catechism kills dogs, cats, and humans. Yes. Would Sarul work on dogs with arthritis? It has the potential to do so, but I'm not allowed to say it will. Carnivore diet first. Yes. What is the short nickname for Richard again? It's Vagina Stains. Or you pathetic cunt will do as well. You pathetic, ignorant, stupid cunt. That's short for Vagina Stains. Right. Good. What else have we got? Stem Enhanced Ultra. LOL. Grifter. Goodbye. 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 We're going to ban you from the channel. See you later. Right. Ban user and delete their comments. Bye-bye. Won't have it. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. Why should I be sorry? I will not have it. You don't need an opinion. He admits to his meds. Meds? Since when is the juice meds? There's nothing medicinal about juice. Long live the carnivores. Well, we do, generally. He admits serious mental health issues. Yes. I'm not surprised. Why wouldn't he? At least he has enough self-awareness perhaps to be aware of his serious mental health issues. I know it's shocking considering he doesn't consume animal foods. My dog already is. It is for my sisters. What? Does fasting speeds up adaptation to carnivore? Possibly. Possibly not. Your mileage will vary. Will we see a boost of carnivore with a major advocate, Bob Kennedy, leading the American health system? Possibly. Don't know. I think there's a possibility of that. I really do. However, my concern is not about the change in administration. It's absolutely the indicated and correct course for the Americans, in my humble opinion, or in my opinion, it's not humble. However, my concern is that previously Donald has said a lot of things about what he's going to do. All the best things I'm going to do, all the best, and the Mexicans are going to pay for it. And, well, whether he actually does what he says he's going to do is another thing, isn't it? I mean, the right noises are coming out of that incoming administration. Yes, the right noises, but we want to see action, Donald, action, not words. Okay? A proverb goes, never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Well, my onlookers are very intelligent, highly educated by me, and they can tell the difference. So that's not an issue here. Banana Chan, no singing. Right, super good job of the moderators battling the vegan spammers. Yes, I deleted a number of those myself while Richard was attempting to gaslight, change the subject, take a shot at Sarul. which I have passed on to Cyril, by the way, and they do tend to litigate. They are quite litigious in that regard, and quite rightly so too, because you can't have people slagging off your company and your product just because they don't like the person that might be associated with it. I suggest that Richard will probably hear from Cyril's lawyers sometime this week. We'll see. I don't know. It's not my call. That's their call. I've just passed it on as I am required to do by my agreement with them as an IBO distributor of Cyril products. Where was the Field Marshal suit? It's in the closet behind me over there. Over there. The thing about yesterday was it was a spur-of-the-moment thing. Richard was mouthing off in text in the chat window of my premiere presentation about him yesterday morning. And it was him that said, let's do this right now. And I was sat there in my brown fluffy pajamas with no time to prepare. We couldn't get a moderator together. We couldn't swap references or anything like that or have a proper decent debate. I just said, absolutely, I'm not going to turn that down. I've been trying to get you online with me for 5 years, sunshine, so bring it on. That's what happened. So I didn't have time to change or do anything, really. It was just, right, let's do this. $4.99, appreciate those. Thank you very much. That might feed Ted for a day. Thank you. Right. Hey, Bart, it's Coach Stephen. Nice to see you, Coach Stephen. Thank you for yesterday. You're welcome. We needed that. I needed that. He's insufferable. Let's go again together soon, you, me, and Eddie. Yes, let's. And perhaps with that note that you took down last time about how to respond to vegans, you might be able to respond to them too. Remember what I suggested to you? You say, fuck right off. And you said, oh, yes, I'm going to write that down. Fuck right. It was funny as fuck. Yeah. But I'm really suggesting that's what you say to vegans. Fuck right off. Imbecile. Right. Hello, everyone. Hello, you. Christian. Hey, hello. I would die for the truth that all men are created equal. Yeah, except they're not, are they? They're not. Sorry. Thanks for your videos. You're welcome. I've learned a lot of useful and interesting information. Great. That's why I'm here, among other things. VG is a self-admitted psychopath. Yes. It's better when he's in the obscurity of the internet. Well, I'd prefer it if he would just actually dry up and blow away, frankly. Because he's just a disgraceful piece of shit. He actually had his channel deleted a few years back, if many of you don't know that, completely deleted because of repeated serious breaches of community standards, the kind that I actually support, the kind where it's not okay for him to suggest that stomping on babies' heads is a good thing, the kind where it's not okay to sit there and laugh and passively video record your own grandfather having a heart attack and slagging off various religious groups and, that kind of stuff. The only reason he got his channel back is because he had it syndicated with a larger channel that went into bat for him. It should have stayed deleted permanently. Richard Burgess offers nothing of value to anybody in the world whatsoever. He is a disgraceful piece of shit and a waste of oxygen. Veganism doesn't gain you anything upstairs. No, clearly not. Or downstairs either. Apparently those that have watched his OnlyFans channel can attest to that. I mean, why do you think he's using his thumb and preference in the videos that he's made for OnlyFans? Don't hold back. No, I won't. Yes, I will say it like it is. Lol. Good commentary there. I stopped about halfway to, was getting close to smashing my head against the desk. Sorry about that. Safe and effective. How are they promoting the 9th one? Safe and effective, is it? All right, just like the other ones that were safe and effective. Those ones. Good, yes. That was an old joke, but your timing was impeccable. Hey, I can bench 450 pounds, but it sounds like Gary without the R. Don't get it. Sorry. Maybe I'm thick after all. All right, €10. Appreciate those very much. That'll feed Ted for a couple of days, perhaps. Or it'll feed his insatiable desire for buying buckets of soapy frogs and wetsuits that he cuts the bottom out of, and the rampant wildebeests that he keeps ordering and stuff. Right. Hello, Professor. Hello. Greetings from Belgium. Greetings to you too. Do you happen to do online consultations? Yes, I do. bit.ly/Bart-KAY is where you organize those. If yes, I'd be interested to get in touch. Well, there you go. Thank you very much and have a good rest of your day. No, thank you for the 10 euros, and that's it. bit.ly/BART-KAY. There you go. My pleasure. Kevin Bass. Yes, I forgot. I dealt with Kevin Bass. Good, thank you. Kevin Bass, I smashed pillar to post, didn't I? Yes, I did. And then he ran away making the same excuse that Richard Burgess was trying to make for 5 years. Oh, no, I'm not doing that because you'll dox me. You turd, Kevin Bass. You ridiculous, cowardly turd. Come back to the table, son. We haven't finished. I'm not finished with you. I haven't done smashing you pillar to post. And perhaps if you don't want to do that, we could grapple and I'll smash you up there too. That's for another day, though, as well. Rude and wrong. Yes, he was. Can you imagine if Richard ate meat for 1 week, he would snap out of his fog from I think it would take more than a week, Irene. I really do. In his case. Is it because he eats vegetables which stunts his brain growth? No, I think there's more to Richard's problems than that. Let's be honest. Juliet says, one of the funniest moments on your channel, in my opinion, when you debated Joey Short Pants, and he pretended you lost the connection because he couldn't answer your question. Oh, yes. When Joey Short Pants was out of his depth and was asked a question he couldn't answer, he pretended he couldn't hear me. Oh, I can't hear you now. Mom. That was good. I need more of Professor K quoting movies. I don't think this is meaning what you think it's meaning. Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You kill my father? Prepare to die. How's that? Right. Lauren attracts all those vagoons because she lets them speak. She's good at baiting them. Yeah, but she's not good at moderating the debates, unfortunately. Neither is she smart enough to realize that she should have accepted my invitation for her and I to collaborate. Anyway, that's her problem, not mine. Everyone's an expert, always trying to tell me I'm going to die. I already know that. Yes, we're all going to die at some point. Yes, you did. Poor James. Who did what? James? James who? Oh, James the Nicolian, no idea. That bloke. Nice beard. What? You mean this one? I don't have a beard currently. Where is Pim up to? I think she's upstairs, hiding away from all of this nonsense going on. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Is there nothing better for you to do? She's probably rolling her eyes. I can hear them rolling. Oh. Yeah. Right. Is VG still married to that bloke? I don't know. No ideas. Thanks for the $9.99. Appreciate those, Juliet. One of the funniest moments on your channel. Yeah, I think we had that one. Good. Thank you for the money. Appreciate it. Are you willing to admit the haka is lame? I will not be commenting on the Maori culture, or the Maori culture as it's properly pronounced is the word I'm looking for. Why would I do that? Lol, Richard is a true midwit. No, I think that's probably too generous. I lolled at the end when he just kept going back to the bench press thing. Yeah, that's all he had. That and claiming that a study measured things that it did not measure demonstrably. Anyone that can read the paper and see the words there will see that they did not measure, for example. Right. Yes. How does Richard explain the Inuit diet on solely eating whale blubber and being perfectly healthy? He probably doesn't. Richard doesn't explain anything. I find your videos endlessly entertaining. Goodly, I'm pleased that that's the case. And educational. Good. I'm a med student in Europe. Oh, I'm sorry about that. What made you think that was a good idea? Anyway, in your opinion, what do you wish doctors in general were more knowledgeable about? Their place. Their place in the hierarchy of professionals who understand physiological science and health science. They are trained monkeys, basically, who are under the behest and the thumb of Big Pharma, and what they do is exactly what they are told to do, lest they be struck off the register as medical professionals. They're great if you break your arm and need it fixed. Awesome, perhaps, if you need an operation doing. Otherwise, they should stay in their fucking lane. Took Stem Enhance for a month. Will continue, I believe. Good call. I always tell people to give it 6 months before you even think about whether it's associated with any benefit. Because while the stuff is absolutely magic, it's not magic overnight. It takes time. Polish Mike says, thus far, Peter had the biggest balls to try and debate me. Yes, nobody else came even close. Perhaps. Unfortunately, he was completely lacking, though, in a battle of wits. Completely lacking in knowledge about nutrition, completely lacking in knowledge about actual science, and basically another ridiculous, vacuous theologue. Another waste of space. That was great, Professor. More debates. I need the entertainment. Yeah, well, if there's anybody that wants to front up, that would be welcome. Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Good. Do you think the new administration in the US will have impact on the health guidelines in the rest of the world? Depends on whether they do what they said they're going to do. We'll have to wait and see. Present. Hello, Mark. You're late. Report to Ted. Mark, report to me after class for a jolly good rogering. Right, you've been told. Improvement already, Mr. Smith. Oh, you mean in terms of your affect associated with the taking of cereal products? Nice, good. They are pros at saying what we want to hear. Who are? Richard once again demonstrated that Barkay is nothing more than an ignorant charlatan who nobody should get health advice from. How would you back that up? Did you actually watch the debate at all, Nightmare? Somebody is going to block you, and it's going to be me, by the way, because you're going to be out of here right away. But I will give you an opportunity to explain exactly where you think Richard Burgess demonstrated any such thing yesterday. At what point? What he did is make a complete fucking imbecile of himself, a fool of himself, and show himself to be the arrogant, ignorant schoolboy that he is. And you are absolutely fucking deluded, you clown. Right. See you later. In fact, I'm not going to give you an opportunity because we all saw the debate discussion. We all saw what happened, and your opinion here is about as useful as tits on a bull. Off you go. Bye-bye. See you never again. Right. You can tell Richard is a chronic redditor. The spammers didn't have anything to say, just cut and pasted and bombarded. Their mentality was pathetic, yes. You got to work on becoming more humble. No, I don't, Gilbert, not at all. I am absolutely, utterly backed by runs on the board. I do not need to be more humble, not at all. Wrong. Richard Knut Burgess has a very, very large channel. No, he doesn't. That is an AI-generated algorithm-based sub count. He has nothing of the sort. The only thing large that Richard Burgess has is his ego and his fat, tubby self. That's all. Come on. Here we go. I don't think RFK can change much. He may ban some ingredients in the processed foods, but these foods will still remain. Don't expect miracles and don't wait for government to make you healthy. I agree with the last part of that sentence. It's up to you to make yourself healthy. Yes, you did a great job. Thanks. You're welcome, John. And I'm really looking forward to discussing with you that which we discussed that we were going to discuss in an email exchange in the last couple of days. Absolutely. I agree hugely with much of what you had to say, and we will get it together. We'll get it right. So we will. Yes. And I will see you soon, my good friend. Absolutely. Right. Can you have a show with Paul Mason again if he's up for it? Or Gary Fetke if he's up for it? I don't think he is worthless. You mean Richard, with a bench press of 410 pounds, he could dig ditches better than I can. Perhaps he could, perhaps not, though, because it doesn't speak anything to his stamina or endurance. LMNT is a sham, full of maltodextrin. Yes, that's come out recently. That's a fact. They lied consistently and persistently for an extended period of time on the label of their product. They outright lied. LMNT is a scam. Yes. Vegan Bazooka already commented under the VG version of yesterday's video. Yes, we've heard about that. Who cares? Who cares what the opinion is of that stupid little boy? Not bad. Thanks very much, Jonathan. Richard will make great fertilizer at some point. What do you think of the LM? Yeah, well, we've dealt with that. I've just said. Burgess is a disgrace to all of humanity. I don't think he's part of humanity, frankly. He's an anti-humanist pig. He's a piece of shit. There is not one single redeeming feature regarding Richard Burgess in existence. Not one. Not sure, but unsure how to measure the positive effects that may be building. Yeah, exactly. You just need to sit with it. This is with regard to the change in affect associated with the taking of cereal products. Yes, you just have to sit with it and wait. You'll see. Oh my God, I was quoting Princess Bride myself just an hour ago. Good. Good. How old are you? I'm in my 50s. And I'm also timeless. Yes. I'm also the science. Trust me, I'm safe and effective, and don't question the science. How often to take bottled stem cell supplementation? Every single day. If you're talking about cereal product specifically. Every single day. I don't know why my last message showed up twice. Sorry. You're quite welcome. If you want to do super chats, you can say whatever you like as many times as you like. Pim's not here. Not here at all. In fact, let's sing a little song about the fact that Pim's not here, shall we? Pim's not here, so we can sing as much as we want to. As much as we want to, we can sing away the day here in Pimbatia, which when Pim isn't here, we just call Batia, because she's not here. Right, enough of that. No singing. Yeah, good. Okay. Why is Pim not posting anymore? I missed the update. Can somebody enlighten me? Yes, she had her YouTube and Instagram channels taken down recently for a period of time with no explanation, and eventually her appeal was successful and she got them back again. So she's got her channels back, but she's probably not posting much now because both she and I are very busy trying to bash Pimbatia into shape because it's not yet. All right. Yes, Pim's busy. Anyone who tries to debate you must have simple prerequisite of understanding basic science. Yes, but unfortunately there are very few people with that qualification extant, and certainly absolutely none who advocate for the vegan ideology. Because as soon as you advocate for the vegan ideology, that is clear evidence that you do not understand basic science. So it's tough, isn't it? If bench pressing was a sign of good health, then you could ask the average bodybuilder who died prematurely because they were on the juice. Well, we could do that, but we can't ask them because they died prematurely, as you just said. No singing. When it comes to vegan gains and his cat, the wrong pussy died. I have to agree with that. Thank you for the reply. Appreciate your brutal honesty. That's what I do. DC, good to see you. Did you shit the bed? It's quite early there. Quite early. Maybe debate Michael Greger. Nope, he's not human. He's an AI. And also he would lack absolutely the courage to do so. Hello, Lord Ted. Francois sends his love. Good. Carnival hippie. Great.
Hey, Francois, you sexy beast. Come and get rogered by Ted.
Ted, behave yourself. Get back to twiddling the knobs. The knobs, yes. Right. What's going on here? Blah, blah, blah. You seem even sharper than usual. I think the house move has done you good. Yes. It's a great thing. A great thing. Follow the directions on the label. If you feel that you have some acute health problem that might be improved by the actions of stem cells, you might take additional doses, evenly spaced. Yes. Good. Good work, by the way, to the mods in the background, modding and dealing with idiots. Should someone genetically deposed to hypercholesterolemia worry about saturated fat and cholesterol? No, not at all. Zero concerns there, none. You're the man. Well, I'm a man, unlike others. What is your favorite vegan? I don't have one. Complete Gilbert's comment. What? What? Hello from Stratford-upon-Avon. Yes, I've been to Stratford-upon-Avon many times. Been to Shakespeare's house. I love Stratford-upon-Avon. Dear Prof B, what an absolute pleasure to listen to your superb, if not and almost ancient English terminology of those plant fucktards. Ace. You're welcome. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? 'Tis veganity and stupidity and stuff. Right. The phrase favorite vegan is an oxymoron, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Koala. I suppose they're vegans. Keep the law of diminishing returns in mind. I also use the plasma flow product and collagen active. Good for you. That's the right choice. Your thoughts on RFK Jr. being given his perfect role in history? I think I've given those already. I believe he's got his head screwed on. He wants to go the right direction. Let's see if he can make it happen. Safe and effective rebuttal of VG's nonsense. Yes, it was. It was safe and effective, so it was. Lol. There's a lot of that going around. Lol. Looked to me like he had track marks on his left arm from roids. Yes, probably. If body needs a lot of cholesterol to repair itself, why have people on keto carnivore diet high cholesterol if they bodies are not damaged by carbs and seed oils and other crap? Well, they are damaged by that, mostly. It takes quite some time to repair that damage. And also, high cholesterol is not only required by people who require a lot of repair at the time. There are many reasons why a person's genes will react with the environment in which they're placed in such a way as to hold their cholesterol at a genetically predetermined set point, which Richard Burgess is still 220, whether you like that or not, you stupid, arrogant, ignorant, worthless, mindless cunt. Still. Yes. Ubichu litigation. Good. Ha-ha. Pim became vegan. No, she didn't do that. No. I wish I could see you debate Paul Sellard. I don't know. Well, he won't do it because he's basically a coward as well. He pretends he doesn't know who I am, for goodness sake, despite having done several videos with me collaboratively in the past. A shame he's a damn coward. Yes, it is a shame he's a coward. And also a shame that so many people follow that imbecile and listen to his ridiculous, dangerous, absolutely unequivocally contraindicated advice. It's an absolute criminal shame. And in fact, it should be criminal, but however, free speech is a thing, I guess. These anti-humanist vegan tards are a blight on humanity. Yes, they are. Paul Salad Boy recently talked about the dangers of intermittent fasting. Who cares what Salad Boy has to say? He's a fucktard. Can Michael Greger outlift Sean Baker? No. Who cares how much he can bench now? Correct. He won't be benching any weight by 50 years old because he will be gone by then. That's entirely possible. Broccoli with butter. What for? I became a carnivore diet. You became? Oh, you began, sorry, my bad. You began a carnivore diet 2 years ago when suffering greatly with arthritis in your hands. Musician for 40 years prior. 6 weeks of agony, getting rid of carbs. I'm healed. Awesome. Great story. Great to hear. Just anecdotes. Though. What place should wine have in the diet? None at all. Hi from Crowborough, UK. Do you have an opinion about the Tudka? Not really. It's not something that I'm interested in. Sorry, I meant predisposed. Yeah, we got it. I remember when you debated Joey. That was epic. Yes, it was funny, wasn't it? The marks are just stretch marks. I have them. Super annoying. Don't be so boring, Jonathan. Fair enough, though. Let's be accurate. Could you provide some advice on how to find a woman? Fuck, you're asking the wrong person there. I'm a younger man and need some advice. Not from me, you don't, on women. Trust me. Trust me on that. Right. Thoughts on supervised long-term water fast for healing? Scam or not? Case by case. Depends. Individual. Simon Hill debated Dr. Kiltz yesterday. Vegan versus carnivore was the topic. Did he? Did he indeed? How about a debate between you and Simon Hill? Yes, well, as I said, quite happy to, but I doubt that he has the balls. Absolutely, almost certainly he lacks the courage to do so. If you're watching, Simon, which I doubt, you're more than welcome to come and try and have a debate with me on any topic you like about human nutrition, because you don't know a fucking thing about it. You are an absolute fucking imbecile, and I will show that without any problem whatsoever, demonstrably. I would much rather kick it with Paul. Kick what? Solid Boy is the president of the Carbohydrate Junkie Club. Yes. People in the chat, seriously, it's not funny to make jokes about someone dying. What on earth is wrong with you? Fair enough. Carnivore muscle, thanks. Yes, that's the amount I'm taking on an empty. Oh, he's talking about Tudka. Yes, right. Very good. Hey guys, check Chris Young Cooks to learn how to cook the perfect steak. Fair enough. The perfect steak and how it's cooked, of course, is an individual thing as to, what it is and what it isn't. Is there any reason why the live from the weekend hasn't been uploaded yet? Yes, because the sound quality was unacceptable. Will carnivore help lipomas? Possibly. I know you suggest eating all your protein in one sitting per day, so if that is the case and you become hungry again in the same day, would it be ideal to avoid extra protein and focus on fat? I would probably tend to do that, yes, consistent with you having eaten enough protein the first time, i.e. 2 grams per kilo of ideal body mass. It's a few hours long. YouTube takes time to process it, usually within 18. He's talking about the live stream from the weekend. No, it won't be showing up. It's been made private because the audio quality was completely unacceptable. Advice on finding women: give a lecture to another lecturer's class of younger. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. Do you consider ask yourself AV or Fwanky Tufano as credentialed debate partners? No, none of them. None of them are at all. Although I've already debated Arby. That's another one I forgot to list earlier. I've already done that live on Discord. Smashed him to bits. Absolutely ring punched the boy. Simon Hill kept deflecting against Kilts. Of course he did, saying the mechanisms didn't matter, etc. Of course they do. Hill is an absolute tard. Yes, he is. He's a complete fuck splat. He's a cunt trumpet of the highest order. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate the $2 squid pounds. Ted will indeed hold you in his highest esteem. Yes. See, I told you. When can we visit Pimbatia? Anytime you like, you just let me know and we'll make that happen. Well, you can make it happen. You'll have to pay your own airfares and stuff and get yourself here, but we would love to host as many carnivores as we can within reason. Do you walk around nude on your property? Not yet, but I could. Been on carnivore for 18 months in attempts to resolve my alopecia. Have you heard of anyone who has had success? Not specifically with that. I would suggest that you might consider cereal products as a useful adjunct, as well as the other 3 of the 5 health hacks that I promote on my 5 health hacks video. I'd go and do all of those things and see. Will stem cell support or help support lipomas? Possibly. Will unjabbed carnivores inherit the earth? Probably. When I was a vegan, I would uncontrollably shit my pants. Yes, that's no surprise. Thank you for the 50 Swedish kronors. Appreciate those. Texameki. Thinking about trying out the stem cell support for certain issues. How much time until you can start noticing any changes? I always say to people, do 6 months religiously, for want of a better term, before you even think about whether it's been useful. By which stage, the vast, vast, vast majority of people say, yes, that was very, very useful. Let's not forget the old Guatis debate. I didn't have a debate with Guatis. Not me. I didn't debate Guatis. Guatis tried to murder his ex. Did you hear about that? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Thank you for yesterday. It was so entertaining. I laughed so loud. Good. Kind of funny to find some humor in biochemistry and statistics. Yes, indeed. We like to keep things light here as well as entertaining, as well as educational. Goodness. It may help. We don't have cause and effect studies. Correct. Can stem cell reverse cardiovascular disease? In theory, absolutely, yes. Garth Davis story. Yes, well, the story is, apparently, allegedly, Garth Davis likes to fuck goats. Allegedly. Who alleges that? Dr. Sean Baker. On what basis? Well, he said it was a fair enough comment based on Garth's completely unfounded claim that he, meaning Sean Baker, was on roids. Fair enough, he said, while we're making unfounded claims, I heard you like to fuck goats. Good to hear you recovered. Who recovered? Don't know. My daughter and I sing the steak and eggs song most days at breakfast. Yes, singing. Excellent. Good. I'm studying to be a biomedical analyst. I'm sorry about that. Any ideas for what I could do as my bachelor thesis that might involve carnivore somehow? I've been eating carnivore for over a year now. Love it. I love your surname too, by the way. I think you should probably contact me in the background. My email address is on my About tab on my YouTube channel, and we can discuss that in the background. What's up? What's up is you're late and you need to report to Ted. Yes. Sorry about that. Report to me. I'm so drunk I don't even know which way's forwards and backwards. Ted, just get back to that knob twiddling. Thank you. Good lad. Yep. All right. I used to weigh 177 pounds and pre-diabetic with high BP about a year ago. I'm 5'10". Ago. Are you 5'10" ago? Good. Now I weigh 132 pounds and no longer have high blood pressure. So I definitely believe carnivore diet. Excellent. Good story. Great work. Another win. Right. How long have we been online for? Too long. I've got other things to do. I should get on with doing them. Yes, you stole my name. I want it back. My uncle's autism was cured by carnivory and stem cells. Very happy. Good. All right, guys. That was my victory lap. Once again, Richard Burgess, not a single clue, not a single idea, not a single point did he make that actually hit the mark at all. He just completely, utterly showed his complete divorce from objective reality, which we knew about anyway, and made a complete and utter fucktard of himself and a fool of himself, and he's now the laughing stock of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Isn't that great? The world is a great place. See you on Sunday, hopefully with Her Majesty Pim, Queen of Pirates, at my side. We will do questions and answers, and we'll get back to doing what we were doing all along. Thank you very much for your attendance today. And now we finish with the singing of the national anthem of the independent sovereign nation of Pimbatia, which goes a little something like this. Steak and eggs and eggs and steak. That's what you should have for your breakfast. Delicious. Eggs and steak and eggs. Just making sure you heard. I think they've got it, Ted. Excellent. Right. So join us next time. Visible penis. A visible penis. This penis is visible and it's green. Visible penis. Visible penis. Visible penis. See you next time, kids.